My name is Roy Williams. I'm a playwright and screenwriter from London, England. I was introduced to theatre whilst I was at school, and I just liked getting lost in storytelling. It felt live, it felt exciting, and I just fell in love with the power of it. I'm a huge lover of sports, particularly football, or should I say soccer, which is why I often use sport as a metaphor. But also because growing up, a lot of sportsmen were my role models. They were the only role models I could see. The likes of Muhammad Ali, a lot of soccer players in this country. For a young black boy growing up in England, they were my only visible role models. I thought, that's who I should aspire to. Just kind of being yourself and loving yourself and motivating yourself forward and doing what you love. However, I'm hopeless at sports. Going to a soccer game, it's a lot like theatre. I think a good piece of theatre can always surprise you and excite you. The curtain rises and you think, wow, that just absolutely knocked my socks off. And you never know when it's going to happen. People are very tribal about which teams they follow and how they express that, which can be quite uncomfortable and it can be quite scary. And as much as that horrifies me, it's something that I find fascinating. How a sport like football is very closely associated with elements of nationalism. There's also notions of masculinity and then racism. In a bigger picture, levels of Britishness. What does being British mean? In some of my plays, the main protagonists are characters I would probably want to cross the street to avoid, in terms of their views and particularly how they view someone who looks and sounds like me. The writer in me finds them fascinating. It always makes me ask questions, what happened to them? How do they have such a warped sense of what it means to be a white person, a British person, and so on? And I can't help but find that fascinating. Not just as a writer, but also just as a human being.